SauceyFam, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Spooktober, everybody. Weird, scary clips leaving viewers creeped out. We got some more slapped ham, baby. You know I'm here for it. I know you're here for it. Let's jump right into it. Let's not waste any time. If you guys are a fan of the spooky genre, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell, because we're going to be going live at some spontaneous time during the next week or so to check out this hour-long video that Slapped Ham put out of all the craziest shadow figure captures that have been on their channel. If you guys want to be aware of when that thing kicks off, of when we're doing that, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to pop up out of the woods one of these days in true Spooktober fashion. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you know when it happens. Pay attention. What the
Ahí hay una señora que lleva una hora sin ver.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped
I was doing pretty good, Callan. God, I hate coming to see you.
Today we're looking at some scary videos that
Yeah.
are starting to spook the internet.
I see
So
that.
hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this.
Awesome. So happy I came. What is it? What was this one?
Our first clip of the day was uploaded to the Instagram account Unanswered Universe. It's some security footage taken from some kind of factory in an unknown location. Take a look at what happens. Out of nowhere, the woman's head slams down onto the table. It looks like it's forced down by some kind of unseen presence. The woman is clearly startled as she runs to be comforted by a nearby employee. Some commenters said that the woman might have fallen asleep, but others think it looks far too forceful.
I'm not even getting into it today. I'm not doing it today.
Unfortunately, this is one of those clips with almost no info attached to it, so we can't dig any deeper. So I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. What do you think's going on here? Share your theories in the comments down below.
It literally makes me feel emotional because I'm telling you right now, if you have never experienced anything like that in person, it is the most helpless, absolutely terrifying moments of your life. It's indescribable. Ugh. Poor thing, man. That was blatantly real. She did not fall asleep.
This next clip, uploaded to Twitter by Cidio Paranormal, isn't supernatural at all, but it shows just how strong the phenomenon of pareidolia can be. Take a look.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
As this group flicks their car's lights on and off, you can make out what looks like an eerie face on the trunk of the tree.
What? Pareidolia, you said? Why did it just... Why did it just blink?
On and off, you can make out what looks like an eerie face on the trunk of the tree.
I don't know.
This is almost certainly a case of pareidolia.
Is it, Callan? I don't know.
Pareidolia is the tendency for people to see faces in everyday objects.
I don't
It's a type
know.
of perceptual illusion, which means that what we see is not really there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Faces
Normally I'd agree with you. I don't know about that one.
are one of the most common things that we can see in pareidolia, but other objects like animals, letters, and words can also be perceived. Pareidolia occurs because our brains are wired to recognize faces. We're constantly looking for them in our environment, so it's not surprising that we sometimes see them when they're not really there. This ability to see faces has evolutionary advantages. It helped our ancestors to survive by allowing them to quickly identify friends
What the hell does this thing represent?
and foes.
The
So
end
next
of all
time you wake up in
things?
the middle of the night and think you see a shadowy face staring back at you from the closet, don't worry, it's probably just an illusion.
That is terrible advice.
Or is it?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That was, Pareidolia doesn't work like that. Pareidolia would be if the wood looked like a face. That, I don't know, man. Sure.
This next creepy photo was sent to us by one of our viewers, Carol Botha. Carol says that this unsettling photo hangs on the wall of her friend's childhood home. It was already on the wall when their parents bought.
Why is it not hung like a horse? Oh, it's probably a girl. It's probably a...
the home decades ago, and they've just left it there ever since. In the photo, you can see a horse standing at attention. In the background, you can see that there's actually a shadow of a person.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Far out, dude. Here's the thing, right? No. You know what I mean? Basically, absolutely not. So, you know what I mean? If you really think about it, you should just set the picture on fire and leave the house and never come back ever. You know what I mean? There's other countries. There's plenty of places to live that are super far away from wherever that photo was taken. And, yeah. So,
person sitting on the horse. What's even more unsettling is that the homeowner says that quite often as many as 100 flies will sit on the frame of this picture.
guys, listen, when the universe is trying to tell you something, you gotta listen. I mean, somebody doesn't want you to have that picture in the house. Somebody's saying, hey, take it down before I take you down. Did you listen? No. Probably put a fly trap in front of the damn thing if I know human beings. Let me keep these flies away from this beautiful picture of a haunted horse. Mr. Edward Scissorhands.
You can even see a fly in the top left-hand corner of this photo.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Many paranormal experts believe that whenever a
We're having fun.
specific place or object attracts a swarm of flies, it could mean there is a curse or demonic presence nearby. For centuries, the
No shit.
symbolism of the fly has been associated with death and pestilence. For example, in Mesopotamian mythology, Nergal is the god of
Hey, not bad. That's what I get for trying to pat myself on the back. I made a video, some of you guys might have seen it, about Mesopotamian demons. Callan nailed it too. Took me 4 or 5 takes to get it.
death and pestilence. For example, in Mesopotamian mythology, Nergal is the god of death. He's closely linked to suffering and disaster and is often depicted as a swarm of flies.
Oh,
Christians later associated Nergal with a demonic presence.
who
So
knew?
what's going on with this photo
Sounds like a really fun guy.
then? Why does the shadow depict a rider? And why do hundreds of flies often cling to its frame? It seems the more you stare at this image, the more unsettling it becomes.
The headless horseman is not there. He is in the shadow, but he's not. It's not there. And like he said at the very beginning, that horse is absolutely standing in attention. It's ready for battle. It's not sure what's going on. But then again, that's the effect being ridden by a dead guy would have on me too. I am not a fan of being ridden by a dead guy. Alive? Listen, I'm an open-minded person, okay? I need to stop talking. I really do.
This photo was sent to us by one of our viewers, Emily Rigby. Emily says she recently took a series of selfies with her sister at their house. However, in one of them, they noticed an eerie detail they can't quite explain. See if you can spot it.
Did you see it? I hate it here. I hate it here. Have I told you that lately? I don't think I've told you that in this video yet. I still hate it here. Here, I'm going to rewind it just for you because I love you so much. I'm going to blow it up and we're going to watch it again. Let's see if you can find it.
This photo was sent to us by one of our viewers, Emily Rigby. Emily says she recently took a series of selfies with her sister at their house. However, in one of them, they noticed an eerie detail they can't quite explain. See if you can spot anything off. On the TV, which was off at the time, there appears to be a reflection of a face. Looks like an older woman staring into the room. Emily says that her nan had recently passed away and that it bears a striking resemblance to her.
Like you literally see the aged skin. I thought there was two. Like there's obviously an elderly person's face right there. But then behind that one, it almost looks like there's a second face. You see? Right here? I don't know.
Explain. See if you can spot anything off.
Yeah, see? Look, it looks like another
On the
face.
TV, which was off at the time, there appears to be a reflection of a face. Looks like an older woman staring into the room. Emily says that her nan had recently passed away and that it bears a striking resemblance to her. She also says that her sister and her nan had a particularly strong bond.
Wow. It actually looks like there's a shoulder here with like a nightgown strap and then no shoulder on this side. You guys see that? It almost looks like there's a shoulder, like face, neck, shoulder, nightgown strap, no shoulder on this side.
Bond. So, could this reflection be their nan trying to make contact from the beyond? Take another look and decide for yourself.
I don't know. Either way, Emily's got the duck lips going.
The Battle of Shiloh was one of the first major battles of the American Civil War. Fought in early April of 1862, the battle was bloody and resulted in a Union victory. Over 23,000 men were killed or wounded in the fighting, making it one of the deadliest battles in American history. The Union Army ultimately emerged victorious, but at a heavy cost. As the soldiers lay maimed on the battlefield, their wounds left open and raw to the elements, something strange began to happen. Written accounts of the battle's aftermath describe an almost miraculous occurrence. Many of the soldiers' wounds began to glow in the dark. Confederate military surgeon James Dinwiddie witnessed firsthand the mysterious glowing wounds. He noted that the soldiers whose wounds began to luminesce were faring better than those that didn't. Word quickly spread around the battlefield and the phenomenon became known as the Angel's Glow. The Battle of Shiloh was named after a small church that stood on a nearby grassy hill. The name Shiloh translates to heavenly peace. Piecing these two things together, soldiers began to think that something miraculous was happening and that they were being blessed by divine forces. Dr. Dinwiddie took a great interest in the bizarre glowing effect.
Dr. Dimwitty? Dr. Dimwitty? Dr. Dimwitty.
Divine forces. Dr. Dinwiddie took a great interest in the bizarre glowing effect and began to study why it was that some soldiers had a greater chance of survival than others. It would later be discovered that the gleaming effect was caused by bioluminescent bacteria known as Photohabdus luminescens. The bacteria produced antibiotics which staved off infection in those soldiers affected by the Angel's Glow. This is one of the earliest
Just let me die. Just let me die. Let me die. Get those damn bugs off of me and let me go.
recorded encounters with the profound effects of antibiotics. Of course, antibiotics wouldn't formally be brought to light until 1928 when Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin.
He looks like a Fleming.
So it would seem the Angel's Glow has a scientific explanation, but I'm sure those who witnessed the glowing wounds firsthand, well before the popularization of germ theory, would have believed that a miracle was taking place that day on the battlefield. This bizarre sighting was uploaded to the YouTube channel Paseo Infinito. This footage was captured by a homeowner who noticed that his neighbor was doing something strange on their back porch. Take a look at what he saw.
I've seen this movie too many times. One of the scariest countries. One of the scariest areas for paranormal captures. Just evil.
Si es que no se le viendo la cabeza. Ernesto se piensa que esto es una cosa, una broma de alguien. No, no, no es una broma porque es un cuerpo, porque él no saludó.
The woman appears to be swaying quickly back and
Lleva
forth.
una hora haciendo eso. Y una señora que está viviendo lleva desde las 6 de la mañana haciendo eso.
The creepy thing is, the homeowner says his neighbour had been doing this weird motion for hours and hours. He first noticed her at 6 a.m.
Pero
And you just record the poor thing? Why don't you go see what it is? Go see what's going on. Oh, because it's not your neighbor. Oh. Gotcha.
si es que no se le viendo la cabeza. Ernesto se piensa que esto es una cosa, una broma
Either the girl from the ring's getting her back blown out, or you need an army of pastors.
de alguien. No, no, no es una broma porque es un cuerpo.
It's not known what the woman was actually doing, but the fact that she had been spotted moving back and forth for hours certainly makes this sighting unnerving.
Ernesto se piensa que esto es una cosa, una broma de alguien. No, no, no es una broma porque es un cuerpo, porque él no saludó.
In September 2022, one of our viewers, Abby Lynn Bouchard, was taking some snaps of their recently tidied crafts room. However, as they reviewed the photos, they couldn't help but notice an eerie detail. In the window, there appears to be a dark figure.
Yup.
On closer inspection, it almost looks like a hooded spectre with a skeletal face peering in through the window. The uploader clarified that it couldn't be someone looking in through the window because this room is on the second floor of the house. While this figure could be dismissed as perhaps an odd reflection or a shadow, it's Abby's past that makes this photo a little more eerie. When Abby was young, her family moved into an old mill house in South Carolina. Up until then, her childhood had been quite normal. However, once the family moved into this particular house, things began to change. The family began to notice strange things happening in the house. Inexplicable banging sounds could be heard, as well as creaking footsteps late at night. Cupboards would mysteriously open by themselves, and locked doors would somehow be found ajar.
Yep.
Even fire alarms would be routinely set off despite no smoke or fire.
Yep.
Over the years, the family moved house time and time again,
Boy, does this sound familiar.
as many as 7 times, and with each move, the family believed something paranormal was following them. This photo was taken as the family gathered for Thanksgiving in 2012. In the background, there's a strange misty figure standing in the kitchen.
Oh, look at its face, bro. Ah.
While at first it looks like a mirror hanging on the wall, it's actually an opening that connects the 2 rooms. However, Abby has no way of explaining the strange misty figure in the other room. So could something paranormal have attached itself to Abby's family all those years ago? How do you explain the strange events and figures that have been caught on film? Is it just pareidolia, or is there more to it? Share your opinions on this one in the comments down below.
That's not pareidolia. I guess the window could be. I still don't think so, but it could be. It definitely could be. You never know. You definitely never know. The girl, you know, the little ring girl, getting her back blown out by Satan. Also not pareidolia. But hey, God, man, those are freaky. Where do they find these clips? I'm just so glad my job is not hunt. My job kind of is hunting down those clips. What do you know? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure as heck didn't. Girl from the ring did. Expecting in 9 months. If you guys have a scary video in mind that you want me to check out, drop it in the comments below. Again, scary content every day of October. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you throw a like on this thing for me. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care of yourselves and each other, everybody. Stay safe out there, eh? Peace out. Tricked you. SauceyFam.